started in the 1970s. My dad was a big football fan, and I think like his friends were like rooting for, the Patriots and the Redskins, Raiders, teams like that. And my dad was like, no, that don't sound right, no. So, he found the Saints, and as most of you football fans out there know, in the 1970s, the Saints were known as the Aints, and people would wear paper bags over their heads and go to their games because they stunk. They really did. They stunk. And so my dad just started loving them because he considered them the underdog. He kept telling his friends, he was like, one day the Saints are going to come back. They're going to come back. They're going to, prove everybody wrong. It just takes time. So, my dad ended up having 4 boys in his first marriage, and then he had me with my mom in his second marriage. And he passed down that love of football and the Saints to us. And in the 90s, the Saints still stunk. Oh gosh, they stunk so bad, especially with Aaron Brooks on the team as a quarterback. Yeah, he sucked pretty bad. And then this guy came along, and he just, he was like the knight in shining armor in a way. He had played with the San Diego Chargers, and he had dislocated his shoulder. And, usually when somebody dislocates their shoulder, that is, like the end of their career. But with Brees, it was like, a speedy recovery and everything. And, I think he came to us in, hold on, let me see. He came to the Saints in, well, that's him when he dislocated his shoulder in 2005. And I think he came to us in 2006. So yeah. Like I said, he was like our knight in shining armor. Not only is he a great Christian guy, but he is a damn good ball player. So he came and not only was he good, but we got some good players. Like, we had Shockey for a while there, and Pierre Thomas, and Chris Ivory, and, a bunch of other players that just really made the team, the franchise, a lot better than it had been for years and years and years, over 30 years. So, 2009, I think it was either 2009 or 2010, but I think it was 2009, is when the Saints went to the Super Bowl, and they were playing the Colts. Indianapolis Colts. And the thing about my dad is he don't have much faith, even though he was a big fan and still is a big fan of the Saints. He doesn't have no faith at all. Like, when they went to the Super Bowl, he was like, oh, the Colts are going to beat them. Peyton Manning's too good. And at that time, Peyton Manning was really good. And I was like, no, the Saints are going was a nervous wreck at the Saints Super Bowl. I mean, if the Colts even scored a touchdown, he would be like, oh, I'm going to quit watching it now. They're going to lose. And as they were down 2 touchdowns in the first quarter. So it was scary for a while there. And then they came back and they ended up winning. So I think it was 31-17. And it was just a really great day. One of the best days of my life. And my dad's life, I'm sure. Because he had loved the Saints he had been a fan for 39 years, and he finally got to see them win the Super Bowl. So, the story about this book was I actually had gotten it in paperback, and I had let we had been babysitting this little boy, and his dad was also a big fan of the Saints, so I was like, well, here, take this book and read it and bring it back to me. And so he was like, oh yeah, thank you, I haven't read the book yet. So he took it, and then we stopped babysitting the little boy for really stupid reasons. And the father never gave my book back, which was I was really pissed about it. And then last night at work, I saw this book on the card. It was like it sprung out at me, and I was like, I couldn't believe it. I was like, out of every single book, it was just there. And I'm usually not a big fan of hardback, but when it comes to this book, which I've read about 3 times, and I'm probably going to end up reading it a 4th time, is, I don't care if it's paperback or hardback, it's a great book. Great book. And I just love him. Oh, I mean, he's a big inspiration to me, because, even when he thought it was going to be the end of his career, he fought, and he had faith that he was going to come back even better and stronger, and he did. And I think he's a great quarterback, great person. I mean, not only is he, a great football player, but he has a lot of foundations going on, like the Drew Brees Foundation. And I know he visits the Children's Hospital in New Orleans, a lot. So I found that to be very impressive. I would do the same thing if I could. So he's definitely a big inspiration for me. And the cover says, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. After a potentially career-ending shoulder injury left quarterback Drew Brees without a team and facing the daunting task of having to learn to throw a football all over again, coaches and commentators across the NFL wondered, will he ever come back? When Hurricane Katrina devastated New Orleans in 2005, leaving more than 80% of the city underwater and almost 2/3 of the population homeless and displaced, people the world over wondered, will the city ever come back? And would their stadium transform into a makeshift refugee camp, forcing the Saints to play their entire 2005 season on the road? Legends of sports fans wondered, will the Saints ever come back? 4 years later, not only have Drew Brees, the Saints, and the city of New Orleans come back, they have returned stronger and better than ever before. Set amid the backdrop of one of the worst national disasters in U.S. history, coming back got stronger as the ultimate comeback story, not only of one of the NFL's top quarterbacks, but also of a city and a team that many had all but given up on. Drew's inspiring message of hope and resilience proves that with enough faith, determination, and heart, you can overcome any obstacle life throws your way, and not only bounce back, but come back stronger than you ever imagined possible. And then it says, in the aftermath of one of the most devastating natural disasters in U.S. history, the city of New Orleans needed a hero. What they got was a saint. And then it says, after Hurricane Katrina ravaged the Gulf Coast in 2005, the residents of New Orleans desperately needed something, anything to believe in, and after being told he might never play football again due to a horrific shoulder injury, quarterback Brees needed a team to believe he could still play and win. What happened next is nothing short of providential. Drew signed with the New Orleans Saints immediately, set to work rebuilding not only his own career, but the city of New Orleans as well. 4 years later, he led the Saints to the first Super Bowl in franchise history. A true inspiration on and off the field, Drew has become a symbol of hope, not just to the team and the city he helped resurrect, but to everyone who has ever been knocked to the ground. Drew's invaluable insights on unleashing